What's up guys, this is Gem City Digimon. I'm bringing you a deck profile for the new EX4 Gaiomon. This is more a proof of concept instead of a full-blown deck. It should work pretty well, but I'm not going to make any promises on it. There is still some work in progress, but from my testing alone, the deck feels like it's missing something, and it could just be because I'm used to playing Blackrock Gaiomon. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with the eggs. We're playing 4 of the Gaiomon from BT9. Originally I was going for the Draw 1 Gaiomon, but we're dropping that because we're gonna get a little more DP power. For the level 3s, we're playing 3 of the Agumon from BT12, evolves through your Gaiomon for 0. And on play, you reveal 4 cards, grab 1 card with Omnimon or Greymon a name, and 1 card with Tai Kamiya. We are playing ties, but that's not necessarily the card that we're searching for the most. Next, we're playing Agumon X Antibody. This is probably the best card out there. Reveal top 3 cards when you evolve over an Agumon for 0 or on play, or in a well, you're gonna have to evolve over an Agumon to get this when digivolving, but on play and when digivolving, reveal 3 cards, grab 1 card with Greymon or Omnimon in its name, and 1 X Antibody from among them out of hand. We are playing the X Antibody deck, so we are playing the X Antibody option card, so we are going to be searching for that. Then we're playing 4 Agumon of the promo. This just gives your Digimon with Greymon a name 2k DP more, which is really good. So we're just kind of fixing some numbers, and we're going to be hitting really hard and really fast in this deck. For the level 4s, we're playing 1 of the Greymon X Antibody because that's the only one we're allowed to play. And it evolves over your Greymon for 0. It is a 3 cost naturally, so kind of feels bad when you have to evolve over it on your stack, but it makes your protections a little bit more streamlined. When you evolve this Digimon into a Digimon with Greymon in its name, reduce cost by 1 for each color. We are going into our level 5s for a lot cheaper. Instead of going for the full 4 or 3 cost, we're reducing it down to 1 or 2, which is really good. And it's got that busted, oh so good, all turns effect when the Greymon or Omnimon would be deleted or returned to your hand or deck by an effect. You can replace 1 X Antibody from this card's Digivolution cards to the bottom of the owner's deck to prevent it from leaving play. So it is a pretty much streamlined protection card. Next, we're playing 1 of the Greymon from BT12. This is great when you see it. If not, then it's not too bad of a card. It evolves over your Agumon for 2 costs and names, so you can go over your Agumon X Antibody for 2 cost. Just makes it a little bit cheaper. And when digivolving, if you don't have a tamer with Tai Kamiya in its name, you may play this. You may play 1 tamer with Tai Kamiya in its name from your hand without paying the cost. So it sets up your Tai Kamiyas for free. And then you have an alternative effect of, if this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in name, it gains 1k DP. And to make the deck a little more memory efficient, we are playing the BT5 Greymon. When you evolve into a Digimon that has Greymon in its Digivolution cards, Agumon in Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory, so it effectively makes it a 1 cost. But if you are to go into the Agumon X Antibody, and this is the only card in the Digivolution source that has Agumon in name, you are not gaining that 1 memory. It is for Agumon, not Agumon X Antibody or any other variation. It's just Agumon by name. Nice inheritable effect. It has Omnimon or Greymon other than Doro, Burning, and Dexdoro Greymon. It gains 2k DP, helps with numbers. And then we have the Greymon X Antibody from BT9. This is our alternative prevention or protection effect of if it would be sent from field to hand or deck, or would be deleted, trash 2 cards of the same level to prevent it from leaving. So you get multiple protections in 1 stack. And for the last one, we're playing 3 of the starter deck 1 Greymon for that security attack +1. It is a 2 cost 4k DP. The DP on this does come up, and it feels bad when it has to come up. But the security attack is what we're really playing it for. And also it's a Greymon. So you're going to see why we play this here soon, and I'll go over the combos and what we want to do with this deck. Next we're playing 3 of the Gaiomon X antibody from BT11. I do know the BT9 one is what people would say better, but I like this because there's a lot of DP reduction cards out there in D-Digivolve, mainly Machine and now Shine Gray or any variation of it. Also helps with controlling the board a little bit by popping a 6k DP or less body. And the inheritable effect is really good because you do have Digimon that have reboot. Allows you to burn the top card of security. So when a Digimon becomes unsuspended and its Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in name, trash top card of your opponent's security stack. So getting that free burn is always great. So we're going for this. It does evolve over your Metal Greymon for a 1. So it is what it is, but we're always going to have the Metal Greymon or X antibody in its source, so we're going to be getting that 6k DP or less pop. So go ahead and get to the rest of them. We are playing 3 of the BT12 Metal Greymon. The reason why is because we're playing it with the raid effect. This card with raid and piercing should not exist because it's just so busted. It evolves over your Greymon and name for a 3 cost, so you can go over your Great X antibody here for a 1 cost. Makes it really memory efficient. And its effect is raid. When this Digimon attacks, you may switch the target to one of your opponent's Digimon that's unsuspended with the highest DP. And all turns, when an attack target is switched, you may play 1 black or red Tamer with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying the cost. So we are going to be getting free Tamers from this. And of course it has the piercing effect. When this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in name, it gains piercing. So that is why we play it. I would like to play more of this, but we are playing this BT8 one. This card is good and it's always going to be good. When Digivolving, De-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon by 1 and delete something with 3k or less DP. The 3k or less DP doesn't come up enough to really justify it because memory blockers or anything like that, they're not being played as much, but it can get rid of some smaller bodies to control the field. It is a 4 cost, so it is really memory heavy, but we have ways to kind of help with alleviate the memory cost. And it has an your turn effect. When this Digimon has Dragon or Machine in its traits, you can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. So it's really good for kind of board control. But this is not a card. This effect is not what we're normally using it for. We are going for more of the Metal Greymon with the raid. This is just kind of a backup and also a little more control. For the next ones, or for level 6s, we're playing just straight Gaiomon. We are playing the old BT9 Gaiomon. This card is still really good. It evolves over your Black Aura Greymon for 2, but we do not have that, so we're going to be paying the full 5 cost. Does not feel good when you have to pay it, but it does pay off. This card is also treated as having Greymon in its name, so it is a Gaiomon Greymon. So you can't use the option card digital translator on it to go into like a Black Aura Greymon, from what I understood. I could be getting that wrong, but it's got a natural security attack +1 and reboot. It also has a when Digivolving. When this Digimon has a black Digivolution card in its source, De-Digivolve 1, and if it has red, it gains Blitz. So this card is really good for being really aggressive. So you can easily get 3 checks between these 2 cards right here. And having the free burn with the Metal Greymon X antibody is always really good. And for the last one, we're playing the new EX4 Gaiomon. It's treated as having Greymon in its name as well. And when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 13 or more. This can sometimes come up. But if no Digimon were deleted by this effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So you can get an easy first burn. This is why we play this card, because this card can also steal games and just be absolutely disgusting. This is kind of a pseudo Omnimon in some sort of a way, and it's got an end of your turn effect. If you have a Tamer in play, you may Digivolve Digivolve into 1 card with Gaiomon in its name with a play cost of 13 or more in your hand, ignoring its Digivolution requirements without paying the cost. So we're going from EX4 Gaiomon into BT9 Gaiomon. We're going from the bow to the sword, so instead of taking a long shot at the security, we are going up and close with the swords. It is a dragon cannon, it is an X antibody, so we're going to be searching out pretty much your entire deck. Everything is targetable, so you're going to be grabbing whatever you want. We are playing 2 Hades Force because Hades Force is absolutely disgusting and we need it because of matchups. When you would use this card and you have a Digimon with X antibody and Digivolution cards, reduce cost by 2, so it's going to become a 5 cost instead of a 7 cost. And choose any number of your opponent's Digimon and or Tamers with a combined play cost of less than or equal to this play cost of one of your Digimon with Greymon in his name. If the other chosen cards, then one of your Digimon with Greymon in his name may attack a player. This is always really good because you're able to just straight up pop a bunch of stuff and then swing in for a possible gain, go into the Gaiomon, pop, trash top card security. Hey, look, there's game. Then you have the security effect of delete one of your opponent's Digimon with highest play cost. Not always great, but it does get rid of the bigger body. Would prefer it had more of a Gaia Force effect, but it is what it is. We are playing 1 red memory boost just for added search and consistency. Refill 4 cards, grab 1 with red, and it's 1 red color Digimon, which is your entire deck, and put the rest of the bottom of your deck, and it's got the delay of gain 1. Playing 3 X antibody because 2 is too few, 4 is too much. I think 3 is the perfect number. You can attach to a Digimon that has that doesn't have X antibody in its source, and security effect gain 1 add to hand. All turns can't be trashed, and when attacking you can evolve into a Digimon with X antibody and its traits for its Digivolution cost. So we'll go over the combo here in a second. Yuya is your memory setter. We're on playing it as a 1. It doesn't come up too much anymore, but it is still nice to have. We are going to try to play this for free from the Metal Greymon here. Then we have 2 Tai Kamiya. It does reduce cost when Digivolving into a Digimon with Greymon or Omnimon's name. At the start of your turn, one of your Digimon gains 1 KDP and blocker as long as it has Agumon and Greymon in its name, and it's got the same with the on play. And then we're playing 3 Cool Boys because he is the coolest of the boys, and we're able to search out pretty much our entire deck because we have a lot of X antibody cards. So that is the deck. Now, as far as combos, essentially you want to get into, say, one of your promo Agumons or this Agumon, get into one of your, you'd prefer to go into your security attack +1 Greymon with some sort of protection. Go into your Metal Greymon here. Your opponent should have an unsuspended Digimon. You want to attach an X antibody. You want to attack, swing with Raid, play one of your Tamers here, and then go into your Gaiomon, pop the top card security. Then you swing into their Digimon, hit their Digimon, get piercing, get 1, 2, that's 3 cards. That's right off the bat. Another thing you can do is if you have a board set up with Tai and you have a Metal Greymon here already set up, you can go into your Metal Greymon here. For 1, use Tai to keep it from going over. You should have at least a Cool Boy or 2 out on the field already. That would be preferred. You want to attack a suspended Digimon with one of your Gaiomon and use its the X antibody effect to go into the Gaiomon over your Metal Greymon X antibody here. Get the free trash, and then you're hitting for 1, 2. That's the third one's 1, 2, 3 checks already, and then end of your turn you digivolve into your Gaiomon and you get the free digivolve, and then you get the Cool Boy effect. You can possibly steal back turn or leave them at less memory if you went way too far over, but then you get the reboot. That's the 4th memory that's gone. So it can be really disgusting if they somehow delete this stack. All you got to do is just get another one out, which is going to be super easy for you to do. It's just The deck is kind of one combo oriented, but being able to pull it off and steal turns, leave your opponent at 1, delete Tamers, it's not as good as Black War Greymon, but it has some pretty good potential. It can be really sacky, but like I said, this is just a proof of concept. I haven't taken this to a tournament, haven't been able to test it, but the idea is still there. This is kind of based on my Black War Greymon deck, not the same ratios, but kind of took inspiration from it. If you guys have any questions, or if you see that you like this deck and you know that, hey, I can, fix it and make it work even better, go ahead, go do it. I would very much appreciate you doing that, and then give me your results, because I would like to make this deck work as well. I did take this to locals over the weekend, and it just did absolutely terrible. Went 2-2 with it, and I think it's just mainly because I'm used to playing Black War Greymon and playing the deck as Black War Greymon. But that is it for the deck profile.